Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Possessing muscular strength. One of the contractile organs of the body. A bully employed as a thug or bodyguard. The drug lord had his muscle man to protect him. Animal tissue consisting predominantly of contractile cells. Authority or power or force, especially when used in a coercive way. The senators used their muscle to get the party leader to resign. Make one's way by force. He muscled his way into the office. Possessing muscular strength. Possessing muscular strength. Possessing muscular strength. The property of being large in mass. Possessing muscular strength. An imaginative, lively style, especially style of writing. A remarkable muscularity of style. The physiological state of having or consisting of muscle. Possessing muscular strength. A cord or band of inelastic tissue connecting a muscle with its bony attachment. One of the contractile organs of the body. A bully employed as a thug or bodyguard. The drug lord had his muscle man to protect him. Someone who does special exercises to develop a brawny musculature. Animal tissue consisting predominantly of contractile cells. Capability in terms of personnel and materiel that affect the capacity to fight a war. We faced an army of great strength. Physical energy or intensity. It was destroyed by the strength of the gale. The power to induce the taking of a course of action or the embracing of a point of view by means of argument or entreaty. The strength of his argument settled the matter. Permanence by virtue of the power to resist stress or force. The amount of energy transmitted, as by acoustic or electromagnetic radiation. They measured the station's signal strength. An asset of special worth or utility. Capacity to produce strong physiological or chemical effects. The strength of the drinks. The condition of financial success. The strength of the company's stock in recent weeks. The property of being physically or mentally strong. Fatigue sapped his strength. The bridge player in contract bridge who wins the bidding and can declare which suit is to be trumps. A bodily organ that contracts. Law, a party to a contract. Someone, a person or firm, who contracts to build things. A bodily organ that contracts. Disturbing the public peace, loud and rough. Rowdy teenagers. A cruel and brutal fellow. A cruel and brutal fellow. Discourage or frighten with threats or a domineering manner, intimidate. A cruel and brutal fellow. Very good. He did a bully job. Be bossy towards. A hired thug. A cruel and brutal fellow. A cruel and brutal fellow. Making great mental demands, hard to comprehend or solve or believe. Very difficult, severely testing stamina or resolution. The competition was tough. Someone who learned to fight in the streets rather than being formally trained in the sport of boxing. unfortunate or hard to bear. A tough break. Violent and lawless. Tough street gangs. Physically toughened. The tough bottoms of his feet. An aggressive and violent young criminal. A cruel and brutal fellow. Substantially made or constructed. A tough all-weather fabric. Feeling physical discomfort or pain, tough, is occasionally used colloquially for bad. He was feeling tough after a restless night. Not given to gentleness or sentimentality. A tough character. Resistant to cutting or chewing. A cruel and brutal fellow. A cruel and brutal fellow. A cruel and brutal fellow. The tissue in the bodies of animals. Official permission or approval. The act of conferring legality or sanction or formal warrant. A document giving an official instruction or command. The power or right to give orders or make decisions. Official permission or approval. Authority for the program was renewed several times. An administrative unit of government. Freedom from doubt. Belief in yourself and your abilities. She spoke with authority. The power or right to give orders or make decisions. He has the authority to issue warrants. An authoritative written work. This book is the final authority on the life of Milton. An expert whose views are taken as definitive. He is an authority on corporate law. Usually plural, persons who exercise administrative control over others. Official permission or approval. The act of conferring legality or sanction or formal warrant. A document giving an official instruction or command. The power or right to give orders or make decisions. Deputies are given authorization to make arrests. The state that exists when one person or group has power over another. Her apparent dominance of her husband was really her attempt to make him pay attention to her. Superior development of one side of the body. The power or right to give orders or make decisions. The organic phenomenon in which one of a pair of alleles present in a genotype is expressed in the phenotype and the other allele of the pair is not. The state of being potent. A male's capacity to have sexual intercourse. The inherent capacity for coming into being. The power or right to give orders or make decisions. A place of potency in the state. Capacity to produce strong physiological or chemical effects. The toxin's potency. An authoritative declaration. The power or right to give orders or make decisions. One chap's arbitrary assertion. Move past. A black limousine passed by when she looked out the window. Eliminate from the body. Grant authorization or clearance for. A usually brief attempt. Success in satisfying a test or requirement. His future depended on his passing that test. Come to pass. Of advancing the ball by throwing it. A team with a good passing attack. Pass from physical life and lose all bodily attributes and functions necessary to sustain life. A document indicating permission to do something without restrictions. The media representatives had special passes. Cuz to pass. She passed around the plates. Be superior or better than some standard. Transmit information. Pass along the good news. Go unchallenged. Be approved. Pass over, across, or through. Place into the hands or custody of. Sports. The act of throwing the ball to another member of your team. The pass was fumbled. Pass into a specified state or condition. Make laws, bills, etc. or bring into effect by legislation. They passed the amendment. A difficult juncture. A pretty pass. Stretch out over a distance, space, time, or scope. Run or extend between 2 points or beyond a certain point. A permit to enter or leave a military installation. He had to show his pass in order to get out. Pass by. A bad or difficult situation or state of affairs. Travel past. The sports car passed all the trucks. Disappear gradually. The pain eventually passed off. American football. A play that involves one player throwing the ball to a teammate. The coach sent in a passing play on 3rd and long. Baseball. An advance to first base by a batter who receives 4 balls. The location in a range of mountains of a geological formation that is lower than the surrounding peaks. We got through the pass before it started to snow. An automatic advance to the next round in a tournament without playing an opponent. Go successfully through a test or a selection process. She passed the New Jersey bar exam and can practice law now. Be inherited by. Use up a period of time in a specific way. Any authorization to pass or go somewhere. The pass to visit had a strict time limit. Accept or judge as acceptable. The teacher passed the student although he was weak. A complimentary ticket. The star got passes for his family. A flight or run by an aircraft over a target. The plane turned to make a second pass. Allow to go without comment or censure. The insult passed as if unnoticed. Go across or through. We passed the point where the police car had parked. Military, a written leave of absence. He had a pass for 3 days. One complete cycle of operations, as by a computer. It was not possible to complete the computation in a single pass. Throw, a ball, to another player. Smith passed. Transfer to another, of rights or property. Our house passed under his official control. One of the small muscles of the eye that serve to rotate the eyeball. A muscle that is connected at either or both ends to a bone and so move parts of the skeleton. A muscle that is characterized by transverse stripes.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.